The Digital Leader: How to Guide Your Business Through the GenAI Revolution. Every organization seems to want to use generative artificial intelligence because it promises a transformation with huge opportunities for innovation and growth. However, integrating GenAI into your organization comes with some challenges. It requires careful planning, incremental steps, and a comprehensive strategy to unlock its potential while mitigating inherent risks. I remember when our three sons were little. Each was mischievous in his own way. The bookworm would tear up books if he got mad. The outdoor kid would pick a fight on a field. And the engineer would break things up in the house. I believe that left to their own devices and ways, with no direction from parents, they would have ended up in bad spots. Like a responsible parent who should guide their children, you should guide different parts of your organization and not have them experiment and play with GenAI without some guidance and structure. While different areas would love to experiment and play around with this technology, the risks are too great. So what you need is a centralized team that can guide these areas, like a parent does. Let's call this the GenAI Leadership Execution Team, or GALE for short. GALE members should include a sponsoring C-level executive for executive line of sight, a business domain expert to validate business ideas, an AI expert who can speak to the latest AI advances, an enterprise architect who can paint the holistic picture, a program manager who can track and manage work to be done, and a few more. Imagine the role of a film producer. This person oversees the production of a movie, coordinating with different directors, actors, cinematographers, and post-production teams. The producer makes sure that the project stays on budget and schedule without directly owning the equipment, sets, or creative content. This role is critical in bringing together diverse talents and resources to realize the vision of the film. Like the movie producer, GALE's primary role is to enable the companies to achieve its GenAI vision. Different areas might do their own work and implement their own systems, but GALE should be responsible for the overall strategic direction, set some principles about data usage and sharing, help to mitigate risks, advise on projects and prioritization, establish partnerships with external entities, and allocate resources, ensure alignment with business goals, and help to strengthen the overall GenAI capability of the organization. The landscape of GenAI is changing very fast, and it's important for GALE to adapt and guide the direction of the organization. The journey of the future state should be incremental and deliberate, with the organization learning as more and more progress is made towards their goals, and gaining that knowledge, understanding, and iterating. As you learn, you can adapt. Let's just take one factor to consider: risk management. You must navigate the uncertainties of talent acquisition, technology being obsolete, intellectual property, privacy, and cybersecurity. You may consider using a portfolio of projects to address different risks that you can experiment with and test the boundaries of AI or GenAI, offering insights into mitigating these risks in a very holistic way. GALE will also drive the overall direction of using GenAI because individual areas cannot. There are two distinct paths to take. The first is to optimize existing business operations. More than 90% of the companies will pursue this approach, which is to integrate AI into what they are already doing. For example, you might add GenAI chatbot to handle customer questions or requests. You have not changed the fundamental business need, but just updated the process with faster and better technology. The second is to radically transform the business model, although it's pursued by a smaller fraction of the companies, but can lead to groundbreaking shifts. Think of the change when the internet came about. For example, to transition from traditional retail to online e-commerce only model. An example of a business process change was when Neiman Marcus decided to offer online shopping as an option while retaining its physical stores. On the other hand, Amazon created a completely new business model of online-only option. Another example is when hotel chains like Marriott offered the ability for customers to book their rooms through the internet, while Airbnb offered a completely new business model of enabling people to rent out their spare rooms or their homes and introducing a completely new set of real estate owners who could host travelers. The same principles can be used to think about AI or GenAI use cases. Is it going to improve operations, or are you introducing an entirely new business model? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to express your support. For a one-page visual summary of this and all my future videos on topics of simplifying transformation, please sign up on my website. Thank you.